Folks, if you find you're liking this video that you're watching today, make sure you stick around to the very end because since filming this, there's an update on this brand new tool. So what's in this box is a real game changer for me. Okay, it's not going to be like life-changing for me, but it's going to cause me to question my beliefs. So, what is it? It's a CNC machine. Yeah, I know, me and a CNC machine. I mean, I actually really struggle having this. I'm a hand tool guy, for crying out loud. Okay, I do build furniture for a living, which means I have to have power tools. But my power tools do like the heavy load part of the work. All the fine details, they're done with my hand tools. I actually believe when I'm using my hand tools that part of my personality, my character, style, almost like my signature is placed onto the work. No machine, in my opinion, could ever replace my style. So, why do I have a CNC machine now in my shop? Well, an opportunity came along. And it started me to think, like, if you follow my newsletter at all, you know that I write articles about getting yourself out of that comfort zone. Like push yourself to make a new joint, or work with a different wood, try a different finishing technique. Just something to advance your woodworking knowledge. And so I kind of felt like I wasn't being true to myself and figured I should follow my own advice. So how did this opportunity present itself? Well, Woodcraft gave me a call. And Woodcraft said that Next Wave has come out with a new CNC that is for the introductory level. And they both thought that I would be perfect for this. I'm like, hello, me, perfect for a CNC? I can hardly even work one of these. So the whole point of them coming out with this new CNC machine, they said it was perfect for a Neanderthal caveman like me. And if I could do it, anyone could do it. Okay, they didn't really say that, but I know they were thinking it. So I'm like, all right, that's a pretty good reason to give me a call, but what's the catch? Like, what do I got to do? Nothing's for free in this world. And they told me to use it and just give my honest review of it. You know, you can't go wrong with that. This way, if I like it, I'm going to share it with you. And if I don't like it, I'm also going to share that as well. So I figure it's a win-win for everyone. But what Woodcraft didn't know was I know Randy Johnson, and Randy works there at Next Wave. Now, if you've been doing woodworking for any length of time, you might know that name, Randy Johnson. Randy had his own furniture business back in the 90s, and then he went on and became the head chief editor at American Woodworker magazine. Randy hired me, and I had the privilege of working under his guidance for many years. After the magazine dissolved, Randy and I still stayed friends. So I gave Randy a call and asked him, how about coming over my place and set the machine up for me? Well, what I didn't know was Randy actually wrote the manual for this. And he's real excited that I have one because based on my review and based on how I do with this machine, he can rewrite the manual if there's some problems or some confusing points in it. So in other words, Randy's not going to help me. But he did say that he believes that the manual is so simple that a simpleton like me could even understand it. Okay, he didn't really say that, but I know he was thinking it. So at this point, I just figure, well, I'm on my own with this one. So I figure let's open it up and see actually what this machine comes with. Now I know these will be available at the Woodcraft stores, and I'm only assuming what comes in this box is what is there on the shelf, but I honestly can't say 100% certain of that. Ooh, the first thing I see is DeWalt router. Cordless router. Wonder how long the battery will last for that. Oh my. I'm gonna have to set this down on the ground and lift it out. This envelope contains ready-to-control software. License codes. There you go. There's that. See what that's all about. Set this down. Actually, this doesn't look too bad. I thought it was going to be one of those CNC machines I was going to have to put all together with a bunch of little tiny nuts and bolts like an old erector set. Okay, so I got a charger. Looks like one battery for the router. Again, I wonder how long the life is on this battery. Is it gonna like stop in the middle of usage on me? I would have liked to seen that a plug-in electric one, but oh well. Beggars can't be choosers, right? A little guy, kind of cool. I like the size. It's not going to take up a bunch of space in my shop, so that's a bonus for me. I've heard people before getting CNC machines and then they make a couple little signs with their name on it, and then the dumb thing collects dust over in the corner. So this way I could put it under the bench to have it collect dust. Ooh, look at that. It's got the Shark Next Wave name on it. So it's a metal and plastic. That appears to be metal. Okay, that's plastic. But it's nice and thick. I mean, it feels pretty robust. What do I know about CNCs? Okay. Well, I like the fact that I don't have to put anything together. So that's a bonus right there for me. I'm not sure what this is. Not even sure how you open it. Oh, here we go. Oh. Thumb drive of some sort. I don't know if I put my projects on it or if the directions are on it. Access your license and downloads. Oh man. Alright, so that means I gotta download something off of my computer. Okay, here's a hold down that comes with it. Some more hold downs. A couple of bolts. Obviously the cord looks like it's got to come off of my computer. Oh, this must be, what, a separate bracket for? There's already a bracket on here. I don't know, I'll have to figure out what that's all about. 1 bit, comes with a single bit. It's a V groove 90-degree 2-flute bit. All right. What's this? AC adapter. Uh-oh, warning. Big old stop. Warning. What do we got here? Before attempting to power on your machine, please make sure that all cables are plugged into it. Failure to comply with proper operating procedure could result in a system malfunction or damage. Thank you, Next Wave Automation. Thank you. Oh, man. Hey, there he is, Randy Johnson. I'll get some close-ups of this for you. So, a free live webinar. All right. Must have for shark enthusiasts. Well, I'm not there yet, Randy, so give me time. Okay, so this little different accessories that I can buy to, I guess, go in addition to it. And the manual. Oh, man. I got some reading to do here. System requirement. page 4. Okay, here we go. System requirements. Software can be used on any PC that is running Windows 10 and has a USB port. Oh, okay, so there lies part of my problem. I do not have a laptop that has Windows 10. I only have Windows 10 on my big computer on my desk. So I have to pause here for the time being because I have to get a hold of a laptop with Windows 10. So from there, you're going to watch me go through this and try and make something. Oh my. Okay. All right, folks. Well, there you are. That is the first look at the next wave. They're calling it the Barracuda, the SD100. And again, small little benchtop one here. It looks like it's, I don't know, probably 16 by 20. Let's see what size we got here. How big is this? So it's like 12 and a half by 18. All right, so nice little one. See what it can do. And Randy actually told me at one point that you can, he's going to show me some tricks at a later date where I can do things up to 4 foot long on this. So we'll find out what that's all about. All right, folks, well, there it is. My unboxing of the Next Wave Barracuda SD100 CNC machine. Stay tuned, see if I can do it. All right, folks, well, as stated at the beginning of this video, I actually had some time to work with the CNC machine, and there's a few things I wanted to clarify now that I wasn't aware of during the unboxing portion of the video. And the first one is the CNC machine does not come with a router. This was gifted to me in the package from Woodcraft. And another thing about this DeWalt cordless router, actually in the manual, it doesn't suggest you using a cordless but an actual corded router. With that being said though, I swapped it out, and using this little DeWalt trim laminate router, I found I really like it. So in another video, I'll explain to you the points about this and why I think it's a very nice router. Another thing that I want to point out to you was some common mistakes made using the CNC machine. And at first glance, I thought I was having problems with the machine because my patterns were off, or maybe it was too deep. And actually what it turned out to be was operator error. But it wasn't easy to find out the mistake that I made. So I'm going to share that with you so you don't run into the same mistakes that I did. And lastly, I went through the manual and I found several confusing steps for an absolute beginner. So I called Randy, and together we're going through and making the changes so that when he rewrites the manual, all the confusing steps that I had, you won't have. And speaking of the man himself, Randy was kind enough to send me his book, The CNC Router Essentials. Now, I will admit, I've only had this book for a couple of days, but going through it, I really like what I see. For example, at the beginning of each chapter, it gives you bullet points of what you're going to learn in this particular chapter. It also has tons of examples. It shows you step by step on how to use the software, the computer. It shows you the different skills and abilities that this CNC has. It even shows you the types of router bits and the effects that it has. So it really has just a ton of information. I would suggest if you're interested in any kind of CNC work, that especially if you're a beginner or even a novice, that you should pick up this book, because I think there's a lot of helpful information in a really pretty easy to follow format. So if you're interested in this, I'll have a link to this in the description below. Now, I'm not really sure if I'm going to continue doing a series of different CNC projects. I'm definitely going to do a couple of more just to let you know my progress with it, and if this is a tool that I think I can actually utilize in my shop. Who knows, maybe there will be a separate playlist of different CNC projects, but at this point I really don't know. But I am definitely going to continue forward still with different project builds, tips and tricks, some motivational videos. All of that is to keep you on your quest of becoming a better woodworker. So until next time, thanks so much and keep on dancing.